I'm Eveline and I work as a project manager for the city of Ghent. I work on 3 different projects, all on the theme of urban logistics. The goal of all these 3 projects are making urban logistics more sustainable. Today I want to talk about Greenloch. We were a part of the Living Lab Flanders together with the city of Mechelen and Leuven. I want to give you insights in how we made sustainable urban logistics reality in our city. To make a good pilot, we discovered a local challenge in our local culinary board. This is a group of local food producers who work together with my colleagues of the city of Ghent to tackle challenges they face in our city. One of their challenges was their deliveries. There was a vast group of local food producers who do their deliveries themselves. This leads to a time-consuming part of their business. Since they make local products, it's normal they would want their deliveries to be sustainable. This aligns with their values. For the city, it was clear that this way of handling of their deliveries led to more emissions. We wanted to let the local food producers to experience an alternative way. After we discovered this challenge in our city, we pitched the idea for the culinary board, and after this pitch we had meetings with 3 different local food producers to get a real grip on the challenge and make a real-world use case, which would let them experience the benefits of sustainable urban logistics. After a couple of months of defining the use case and the user journey, together with the local food producers, the 2 logistics service providers, and the developer of the LaaS is a logistics as a service platform, we ran the pilot from the 3rd of November until the 27th of February. We widened the scope to all local shop owners and engaged them through our own local channels. We subcontracted 2 logistics service providers, both cargo bike companies who know the city well. We subcontracted 2 LSPs because a LaaS platform is where a shipper, in this case the local shop owners, can choose between different logistics service providers. And to match the local shop owners' reality, we did a pilot on the full area of the city, which you can see on the map. The city center is marked grey, and as you notice, the full area is a lot bigger than just the city center. To match the idea of a logistics as a service platform and the reality of the local shop owners, we set up the LaaS in the following way. First, we had 2 different time slots, one in the morning and immediately afterwards in the afternoon. In these time slots, the logistics service providers, the local bike courier companies, would pick up the package and the local shopkeeper and deliver it at their client. We had no deliveries in the weekend and they could select a time slot 1 week in advance. Secondly, we made different versions of the service level they could choose. The temperature, they could choose ambient or refrigerated. This is a constraint of the product they needed to ship. The speed of the delivery, they could choose between an express delivery. This meant within the hour of the pickup, the LSP would bring it to their customer. The ASAP service level, this was the next time slot. So if they went to the platform in the morning, the next time slot would be the afternoon, which is also pretty fast. And then we also had a regular delivery. This was just any time slot chosen within the week after the ASAP time slot. This was considered regular since the LSPs could easily plan this delivery in their normal way of working. Thirdly, we had dynamic pricing. This was calculated on a real-world base price, by which we added extras for bigger packages, for longer distances, for chilled transport, and for a faster delivery. If the local shop owner chose a time slot which already another local shopkeeper selected, they got a consolidation reduction. This reduction got higher if more local shop owners chose this time slot. And last but not least, to make the pilot real world, we gave the local shop owners a limited budget, so they could not only experience the service of the logistics service providers, but also the financial costs. To make the pilot work, it's essential to involve all stakeholders and always keep their goals in mind. As a city, we wanted to see if the pilot would give insights in the business models of the sustainable urban logistics. Cargo bike couriers are always under financial pressure. We had a talk with all bike couriers companies in Ghent, and they all said that keeping the business running is a struggle. Next to the pilot, as a city, we wanted to discover if we could find a way to leverage sustainable urban logistics in any way we could. We made a video about the pilot, which gives a good insight on how the test was done and what the results were. Let's have a look.
Deze Gentse handelaar neemt zijn transport zelf in handen. Wat je zelf doet, doe je beter, toch? Hij laat zijn bestelwagen in en levert zijn producten af bij zijn klanten. Ready, set, go. En dan zit het tegen. File, omleidingen, stress. Maar misschien kan het anders. Logistiek heeft een impact op de stad, op het verkeer, op de luchtkwaliteit. De stad Gent wil daar iets aan veranderen. Wij willen logistiek verkeer vlotter en veiliger maken. Je hoeft dus niet zelf in je bestelwagen te stappen. Dit is het Europese project Greenlog. Via een Logistics-as-a-Service platform konden Gentse handelaars pakketten duurzaam laten leveren. Ze melden hun pakjes aan, groot of klein, fragiel op kamertemperatuur of zelfs gekoeld. Ze kozen zelf hoe en wanneer die werden geleverd. Een paar muisklikken later pikte een fietscourier hun pakje op. Die ging op pad en leverde het bij de klant. Intussen werkten de handelaars rustig verder in hun zaak, zonder stress, file of frustraties. Greenlog werd getest bij 14 Gentse handelaars. 271 pakketten werden geleverd. Dat zorgde voor 1000 kilometer minder leveringen met een bestelwagen en een besparing van 180 kilogram CO2. 85% van de handelaars was tevreden over de service. Het kan dus anders. Dat weet deze handelaar nu ook. Je hoeft die pakjes niet zelf te leveren. Op duurzame logistiek in Gent kan je rekenen. Dat is goed voor je zaak, je tevreden klanten en voor de stad. Dit is de toekomst. Schakel jij ook over naar duurzame logistiek? Surf dan naar deze websites.
The key results of the project were representative because of the volume and the amount of the participants. This meant that the lessons we learned are transferable to be used in our city by the city administration and our local companies. The local shop owners felt really unburdened. They gained time and were impressed by the service level of the LSPs. A vast amount of them were convinced and wanted to use the services of the bike courier companies in their day-to-day business, especially in their B2B context. The local shopkeepers valued the fact that they knew for sure that their package was safely delivered to their customer, and at the same time the delivery was done according to their own business values. The logistics service providers needed to adapt their way of working for the pilot, and they were also very positive about the outcome of the pilot. They valued the fact that they got insights in the needs of the local shop owners and in the cooperation with the city. As mentioned before, we as a city wanted to learn also. And these are the lessons we learned. Mobility rules have impact on sustainable urban logistics. A city that's taking measures to lower emissions or even to higher the safety in their city leads to more business for the sustainable last mile companies in our city or in any city. Be aware during subcontracting. Are the deliveries really emission-free? There is a danger during a public procurement that the company says they will work together with a sustainable company, but when this procurement is assigned, this corporation was only set up to win the procurement. Make sure if a company says they will work in a sustainable way, you can check this. Logistics companies use consolidation in every way possible. The bike courier companies in the pilot settled on the price calculation for the dynamic pricing, but they use the consolidation percentages all the time and make different price calculations regarding the volume of their client and the consistency of the flow. Bike logistics are possible for high volume and ideal for high valuable products. When you set up a pilot, use these guidelines. Is it a totally new concept? Do you have public support? In both cases, yes. Be sure you can sustain the experiment after the project financially, because then it's really an innovative concept. If it's not, make the pilot as real-world as possible. This way it can prevail after the project. That's what we did. And last but not least, free deliveries don't exist. I want to end this presentation by stressing the point that a good pilot leads to a win-win situation. In our situation, we even made a triple win. It's good for the climate, it's good for our city, and it's good for the local economy. Do you want to know more? Please surf to our website. I want to thank you for your attention, and if you want to know more about GreenLog, please visit the website. Thank you.